one, my personal favourite, Peter Tuffley from the Beckenham Neighbourhood Association. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have favourites, should I, Peter?
No, you shouldn't.
But I think we missed you last year, didn't we?
But it's very nice of you.
Yeah. Lovely to see you.
Thank you. I've got two presentations. Firstly, on behalf of the BNA and then my own.
Yes.
Starting with the BNA's submission. Firstly, on behalf of the BNA and personally, I'd like to thank you and the Deputy Mayor for your distinguished service to Christchurch in your respective roles and to wish you well for the future. Thanks and good wishes also to Councillor Chen and to other councillors who will be retiring at the end of the current term. Turn to the annual plan. We've been looking at the underlying strategy, and we think the council has done as good a job as could reasonably be expected in projecting a course through unprecedentedly challenging territory that was already fraught with economic and other uncertainties before the 24th February and has become much more so since then, and seems set to continue to do so for an unforeseeable length of time into the future. The emphasis placed on future-proofing, resilience and prudence in the face of such uncertainty is very reassuring. So too is the Council's record of being able to act flexibly and make appropriate adjustments in response to emergencies, as it notably did in 2020. Taking all of that into account, we can feel confident that whatever the worst turns out to be, and it could be very bad, our community's affairs will be in good hands. The theme of getting the balance right takes on added meaning in circumstances such as those that are developing at present. The most important balance that we think needs to be maintained is between over-optimism and despair. Planning on the basis of what one hopes will happen is a trap the Council has done well to avoid. At the same time, we're pleased that the Council has not been panicked by pessimism into proposing deeper or more extensive expenditure cuts than those contained in the draft plan. Achieving a reduction in the proposed rate increase should also be welcomed by ratepayers, many of whom may soon be struggling to make ends meet if they are not already doing so. The Council has given itself financial room to manoeuvre, but even so, it's possible that inflation may worsen beyond all reasonable expectation. In that event, through sheer force of circumstances, some painful decisions may need to be made. Some cherished projects abandoned, or at least deferred. It's better if such decisions are made in a pre-considered, pre-planned and carefully prioritised manner, so that any necessary further expenditure cuts can be made in a way that minimises harm. This is why we think it's very important to initiate contingency planning in case this necessity arises. Panic decisions made on the fly are usually bad decisions and end up making you look incompetent. In normal circumstances, we would be reiterating our plea for reinstatement of the long-deferred Mid-Heathcote Linear Park Master Plan. We're not doing so because of present circumstances, but we put the Council on notice that we will return to this subject at the earliest opportunity and that we will look to the Council expecting a positive response. Thank you, Madam Mayor.
Thank you very much. Now, do we have any questions for Peter on behalf of the Beckenham Neighbourhood Association? Thank you. Well, perhaps we'll move on to your personal submission, Peter.